through and through. He said he didn't know about the toys until Mary told him. I think she expected a thank you note or something. I'm not sure I believe that, but that's not really what I'm concerned about right now. Next story. Am I the a-hole for not letting my mom come to my wedding after she ignored me my whole life? I, 26 male, am getting married to my fiancé, let's call her Sarah, 25 female, in a few months. And I'm super excited about it. But there's one big issue with all the planning. My mom. A little background. My parents divorced when I was 8, and my mom, let's call her Layla, remarried pretty quickly after that. She married this guy Dave who had 2 kids of his own. Ever since, it's like I was no longer a priority in her life. She focused all her attention on Dave and his kids. I'm not exaggerating when I say she treated them way better than me. They'd go on trips, she'd go to all their sports events, and they'd get everything they wanted. Meanwhile, I felt like I was invisible. She didn't ask about my school, didn't care about my friends, or even my mental health. I started to feel like I wasn't even her kid anymore. When I turned 18, I moved out. I thought maybe she'd care and try to stay in touch, but nope, she didn't. I'll text her once in a while just to check in, and she'd either not respond or say she was busy with Dave and his kids. I figured if she didn't care, why should I? So, I just stopped trying to reach out. Fast forward to now. I'm planning my wedding and out of nowhere, my mom starts texting me like we're super close. She wants to know all the details, saying how excited she is and even saying things like, I can't wait to see you start this new chapter. Like, seriously? I haven't heard from her in years, and now she expects to be front and center at my wedding? I told her straight up that I didn't want her there. I said I'm not comfortable with her coming after everything that's happened, and that if she really wants to have a relationship, we can talk about it after the wedding, but not before. She started crying, saying I'm holding a grudge and that I'm her son and she deserves to be there. But I don't know how I'm supposed to just forget the fact she ignored me my whole childhood in favor of Dave's kids. Now my family is split. Some of them think I'm right and that I shouldn't just let her show up when she never showed up for me. Others think I should just let it go, saying it's just one day and that I should let her come to the wedding to keep the peace. So, am I the a-hole for not letting my mom come to my wedding after everything that happened? She started crying and saying I'm holding a grudge and that I'm her son and she deserves to be there. And you're her son who deserved to have a mother that cared and prioritized you at least occasionally. But here you are. You're well within your rights to hold that grudge until you feel comfortable letting her back into your life, which is not now. Others think I should just let it go and it's just one day, and that I should let her come to the wedding to keep the peace. I hate this sentiment with a passion. What peace? You would not be at peace if you had your mom at your wedding. Childhood neglect is not something you forgive and forget for most people, especially when you've come to terms with not having a relationship with your parent. She doesn't get to waltz back in to ruin what's supposed to be one of the happiest days of your life. Not the a-hole. I'm with you. I absolutely hate the phrase, apologize to keep the peace. It's only ever said to the one in the right. So she must have some sort of flying monkeys among the people you are in touch with. Do you have any idea who? Someone has been keeping her abreast of developments. Or she wouldn't know anything about it. I'd be tempted to be as brutal as necessary. Tell anyone who raises the topic, I am not interested in granting her any kind of a redemption arc. I have learned how to live without her in my life, and she without me. I have every intention of keeping it that way. The subject is closed. I think we all can guess what will happen. Mom will show up, act like Mother of the Year, and try and take control of everything like planning. And demand a bunch of Mother of the Groom stuff like dance, etc. Get her pictures, and then she will vanish again. She will post her pictures on social media or show them to everyone, of course those she's in, and get all her back pats. Oh, you are such a wonderful mother. And then she'll throw those pictures in a drawer and forget OP all over again. And the only moment she might pop up is if there's a grandchild so she can get even more back pats from people. Last story. Am I the a-hole for leaving my fiancé without telling him? To be honest, I don't know where to start. I just need a place to rant because too much is going through my head at once. I've been engaged for 3 months, and because weddings take time to plan, my partner and I decided to have it in December. but I don't think that's happening anymore. My fiancé, 29 male, and I, 28 female, have been together for 4 years, and earlier this year, he wanted to tie the knot. My fiancé has a daughter, 7, and I've been very involved in her life. She would call me mom and see me as a mother figure since her own mother hasn't made much time for her. Her mom is still around, but often fails to pick her up or spend time with her when she's supposed to. I guess I should have known what I was getting into. My fiancé and the mother of his child were not good at co-parenting, which led to their daughter developing separation anxiety. I was often the one to step in and help her calm down. From my perspective, I thought my fiancé and the mother of his child hated each other. But I was wrong. The whole time, he was sneaking behind my back to be with her. I found text messages and videos of them together. It was a betrayal, especially considering I was the one trying to help them figure out their parenting issues. There was nothing I could have done to prevent it. When I found out, he was in the bathroom, and that night he just kept getting so many messages and calls. I now call myself the a-hole for looking through his phone, but the calls and messages were from his ex, and they were very explicit, as if they were a married couple. At this point, there's no reason to go through with the wedding. It's not good for my mental health. I know in my heart that this isn't something I can just sit around and accept quietly. While he was still in the shower, I had enough time to leave and go to my mom's. I was almost hyperventilating from the shock. It's so bad that I'm not in a mental state to talk to anyone. My friends are worried, but I don't even want to talk to them. Since last night, I've been getting texts from my fiancé and his daughter asking where I am. I still have to go back to get my things with my brother, but he wants me to calm down first. Am I the a-hole? Not the a-hole for not marrying him, but personally, I would have printed off screenshots and left them for him to find. Either way, he'll figure it out. Maybe OP should go back when he's at work or something to get her stuff and leave the screenshots on the table, if she could still get access to them. Not the a-hole. I feel sorry for you and this little girl. He and his ex are both a-holes. I don't understand co-parents like this. If you can't stand each other, then why continue sleeping together? Even if they are single, that just makes no sense to me. Not the a-hole. What you did was self-preservation. You needed to protect yourself. It's normal to feel regret for the daughter, but you should never marry this man. If he betrays you before marriage, it will only escalate. Take care of yourself, OP.